These are my immediate thoughts on Season 3, Episode 8, the season finale of The Mandalorian. Now, I have to warn you, in filming this video, I have figured out exactly why we got what we got in Season 3 of The Mandalorian. So you're going to want to stay to the very end where I explain why this season was what it was. Enjoy. Now, there are some spoilers in this video, so if you don't want to get spoiled, turn away. Go watch one of my other videos. I need the views. I need the likes. So make sure you like this video. Listen, there's nothing I can say in this video or nothing any other Star Wars creator can say in the breakdown or review of this episode that's really gonna ruin anything for you. You know, because this episode, Season 3, Episode 8 of The Mandalorian, really didn't mean anything. This entire season as a whole was pretty lackluster. It seemed like a filler season. There's no big payoff at the end, but my point is that this entire season was just You know, you really could ignore this season. I don't think I'm wrong by saying that. This season was an editing mess, was a writing mess. It was filler with a little bit of story. And then the last two episodes, Episode 7 and Episode 8, they try to cram everything in there. And I feel like maybe they didn't have the money. They ran out of money. I don't know what happened, but it seemed like they just chopped it up and gave us some dog shit. Because there were a lot of things that were never answered, that we were looking to get some answers. I mean, Episode 7 was called The Spies, and we all thought we're going to get to know who the spies are. We all assumed it was going to be the armor. Turns out that's not the case. They don't even answer who the spy is. But there is a scene, ladies and gentlemen, there is a scene in this episode, Episode 8, Season 3, The Mandalorian, the season finale, that sums up this entire season. Right? And of course, I am talking about when Axel Wolves here uses his jetpack to fly from the surface of Mandalore to the ship in space, right? He flies from the surface, below the surface actually, all the way to the ship in space in one go. His jetpack never runs out of juice. Now you're like, well, okay, well, what's the problem? Well, as you remember, in like Episode 2 or Episode 3, all their jetpacks ran out of juice when they're trying to chase down that dinosaur. So what happened? Did they get an upgrade? That was never explained. That's just an inconsistency in the storytelling. And that is the main theme of this entire season, an inconsistency of the storytelling. And I turn to you and I ask you, after you watch this episode and you take in Season 3, tell me, what was the point? My whole thing is that this season was just very lackluster. And honestly, this is 100% true. If you do not watch Season 3 of The Mandalorian, you won't be missing anything. It does not lead into the Ahsoka series. It does not lead into the Dave Filoni movie. I mean, they didn't show us any reason to care for those projects. And then the Darksaber gets destroyed. So they never really explain what happens to that, which is weird because it's made out of Beskar. How the hell was it crushed if it's made out of Beskar? There's just a bunch of shit in this season, you know, that really doesn't make any sense. It seems like really Jon Favreau was just kind of phoning it in, or maybe using, you know, wait a minute. Were they using AI? That's what it is. The reason why this season was so shitty, they were using AI. Oh no. What if that really is it? What if like Disney and Marvel are experimenting right now? What if they're like, hey, let's write an entire season with AI? Because that's what we would get. We would get this. I mean, if you've ever used AI to come up with any idea, it gives you like a general idea. It's formatted good. It's put together well, but the story is just not rich, you know, because it lacks human creativity. Oh boy, that might be it. That's it. They used AI to write this season. Oh man, well that's not good. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments, and like always, don't forget to subscribe. Do it. Sensational.